was actually brought to Niles in the late 1890s by the GAR post, the veteran organization for those that served in the Civil War. That was a very common thing for communities to do because these GAR posts could get some money to bring a cannon to the area in memory of veterans who served in the war. Now it is really expanded from just the Civil War. But this cannon, actually efforts to bring it to Niles started in 1860. And there was a group of 3 citizens. Their names were Rodney C. Payne, Richard P. Barker, and Rufus Landon. 3 guys in Niles, kind of very involved in business and banking. And they started a group called the Brass Cannon Association. And they actually sold subscriptions. We have some in our collection, and Haley has a picture of it on the tablet. And basically, you could buy a subscription to bring this cannon to Niles. The cannon would remain in possession of these 3 dudes, and they would use it for like city celebrations and stuff, is what it said. And people bought these subscriptions. So in 1860, so right before the start of the Civil War, they actually brought the cannon to Niles. And from that time, it kind of bounced around between the 3 owners at various places. Apparently, they did use it in city celebrations, like they fire it off from time to time, which sounds dangerous, but they did. And in 1899, the last of the 3 guys, Rufus Landon, died. After he died, very shortly after, his wife sent a letter to the Niles City Council offering them the cannon. In the letter, she notes that it's just been sitting in her yard for years. I got the vibe she wanted that thing off her property ASAP. So the city bought it. They bought the cannon and they mounted it. It was mounted on, it actually had wheels and stuff, and it became city property. It was then in various places around the community. It was at the old fire station when it was on Sycamore. It was at on the west side of the Broadway Bridge on the west side of Niles for a time. It was on the Chapin Mansion lawn when City Hall was there. And we actually have a picture of that as part of our photos too in the late 30s. During World War II, the cannon was put into storage. And then in the early 1950s, it was taken out of storage and it was moved to Silverbrook Cemetery. Today, the cannon serves as part of the Veterans Memorial, and it honors veterans of all wars, too. But a little quick history of the cannon. All right, next we're going to walk over here and talk about the Thomas